Now that we've created variables to store information, we actually have to give it that information from the user. So in this video, we'll create an on event that reacts to the user clicking the submit button. The main thing it will react with is updating all three of my answer variables using the getText or getNumber commands so that it remembers what the user chose. Let's go over to code.org and make the magic happen. The first thing you'll notice is there's a section in your code for on events, and that's exactly where we're going to put this code. The code that I'm going to need first is a UI control, since it's responding to something in the user interface. You can see that on event block right at the top of our toolbox. So I'll draw it out onto our workspace. What I'm reacting to is, again, when the user clicks the submit button. So I already see the click action there. I just need to select the submit button from my list of UI elements. Now, pretty much all the code you write is going to go within this on event. We're not going to do it all in this video, but we're at least going to start with storing the user's input. To do this, we'll go back to our variable toolbox since we're saving information inside of our variables. We're going to use this third block down because rather than creating a new one with the var command, we're just updating the value of an existing variable. So I'm going to draw that one out here. And I'll start with the first question, which is, what's your fave class? See that it's the same variable as the one I created in the last video. On the right side, we're going to give it a new value. And specifically, that value comes from this dropdown, whatever the user chose. So I'll go over to my UI controls again and select the getText command from that box. Specifically, I'm going to get the text from that survey question about fave class. So my fave class dropdown, I want to get whatever text is right there. So that's all this command does. It says, hey, get the text from the dropdown and then store it within your favorite class variable. If your responses are text, like math, English, drama, science, then you'll definitely want to use that getText command. However, let's say we have another answer that's about income. So income equals usually a number. So rather than putting text there, if our options are numbers, we might use the get number command in order to store that information. We're still going to select the UI element. Oh, let's try that again. We're still going to select the UI element from our dropdown. Notice I don't have great names yet, but I'm sure you do. The only difference is that we're getting a number rather than a piece of text. If you're using this, make sure that your options really are just numbers, no dollar signs, no plus signs, no words, but literally just numbers. And there you have it. I did 2 examples. You'll just need to do one third one for your third question and save all the user's responses in those 3 variables. Notice every time I did that, it also gets rid of this little warning sign on those variables. That's because our program knows that we're actually using them now. We didn't just create them for fun, but they actually have a real purpose in our program. So let's go back to our planning guide and give us a check, 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 we're done.